Yo, what is up guys? It's the Goblin and welcome back to another Fortnite Battle Royale tips and tricks video. In this video, we're going to be talking about how to get solo wins or how to win solo in Fortnite Season 9 because honestly, a lot of stuff has changed in this game, especially with taking out the pump shotgun. Going to analyze this gameplay here where I get a nice 10 kill solo win and talk about what I think these changes mean, changes to the map and different stuff, and how you can still win consistently and be very good at Fortnite Season 9. If you guys could drop a like on this video, that would be absolutely amazing. Let's go ahead and go for 387 likes. That would be absolutely awesome. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new and not already subscribed. And let's get right into it. So first thing here is as far as landing spots go, because I know a lot of people are going to want to talk about that because usually when a new season is introduced, the map does change. And the map did change this time. However, with introducing Neo Tilted, which is essentially just Tilted Towers, but even more hyped up right now because it's new, and Mega Mall, which is kind of just like Retail Row, except expanded into a Mega Mall, right? And that's sort of like Retail Row, but again, hyped up for at least right now because they are new locations. Not much has really changed as far as other landing locations. So landing spots are pretty much similar for this season, a lot more similar than they have been when big changes have taken place in the past. I still like to land at Fatal Fields. I like Pleasant Park. I do like to land at Mega Mall, which I find is great on a stretch where people do go there more than they did retail, which was nice because retail was actually getting kind of dead. But yeah, landing spots, you can kind of be very consistent unless your favorite spot was destroyed or something like that. Most of the spots are fairly consistent when it comes to that. But with the pump shotgun being taken out and basically the combat shotgun, well, the TAC getting a buff and the combat shotgun being introduced, very, very interesting stuff. So you can see here in this gameplay right now, I am in a very tough position. This guy has the angle on me. I am down to like literally 28 on the health, so I immediately shoot this guy down as he tries to push me, which is always a smart move. You don't always want to try to just retreat. Sometimes it's nice to go on offense. As you can see here, I go on offense on him even though I had 28 health, catch him by surprise while he's still in build mode, and I'm able to get the kill there, which is very, very nice. And of course, now I can pop my Chug Jug, get the full shield, and basically get out of there with a minis and a glider redeploy as well, which is still very nice in this season. I still respect the glider redeploy. Now, with the combat shotgun, now, it doesn't have as much power as a pump shotgun. Your one pumps and stuff like that aren't going to be happening as much. I still think it's good. I know a lot of people go with the TAC shotgun. In my opinion, the TAC shotgun is absolutely amazing, but only up close. You literally have to be right beside them, which works really nice in the early game. But when it comes to build fighting in the late game, I don't like to risk it and get that close because other stuff, aka the drum gun, can spray you down so quick. I don't like to, a couple of headshots from the drum gun, you're melted even if you're making the right play and hitting all your shots with the TAC, just because of how powerful that weapon is. So I still take the combat shotgun. And when it comes to the other weapon, for a while I was like, okay, SMG is nice because then you get to use your light ammo on it. If you take the drum gun, you're using medium ammo, but the drum gun is just so much better than the SMG that as long as you have any sort of ammo, like more than like 30 or 50 or whatever, usually, ammo boxes, this makes ammo boxes very, very valuable this season because medium ammo is going to be used quite a bit more with the drum gun being introduced, right, with the unvaulting event. So I really think that, and I think that when it comes down to it, carrying AR, which the silent scar going away, I was kind of upset about because now your chances of getting a scar are kind of less, which I was a big fan of the silent scar. Of course, the unsilenced scar is still absolutely amazing, but I would usually carry an AR and then a shotgun, which the TACs are great. Like personally, I like the purple and the gold combat shotgun. The blue one seems a little bit weak to me. I don't know. What do you guys think so far? The TACs with the buff are very nice. But like I said, it really is only on that close range. So usually that's what I would really go with when it comes down to an inventory, similar to what I'm rocking in this game right here. And drum guns are something that you really want to honestly abuse. They are pretty strong and overpowered. And if you spray like even close range, you can use it sort of like if you think of it as like a TAC shotgun that shoots even faster, this thing absolutely melts. So if you're missing your shots with the combat shotgun, or if you just find it's one of those days where the combat shotgun is hitting for 30 for you, because yes, this shotgun, there's sometimes you can pop people in the head for like 120, 130, but there is times where you hit for literally 30 or 20 damage or 40 damage if people get pissed off at this thing. And when that does happen, having that safety net of a drum gun you can just switch to and just spray that thing 50 bullets, which honestly, it's probably going to get nerfed soon because just think about it. It's ridiculous. 50 bullets, you're just pressuring them. They're spam building. Your shots are getting through the build. They're not going to be able to basically build height advantage on you. And that's what I really recommend as far as changes to this season. season, you know? So similar to inventory I'm rocking in this game right here. Speaking of this game, this skin is honestly probably one of my favorites from this season. Really, really nice skin. So right here you can see this shotgun does hit for a decent amount of damage, but it's more like expect to get like 2 or 3 peeks off in a fight unless you really go for that up close and personal one. And yeah, purple and gold are really what I like to stick to. If I have the blue one, I like to play it a little more conservative on the shotgun side and be ready to spray more if I have the drum gun or even an SMG, because SMGs, you know, I'll carry them until I'm able to find a nice drum gun, because drum guns aren't actually that easy to find right now. But if you're fighting a lot of people, of course, you should be able to find where to get one off of a player. So right here, I'm able to get out of this hamster ball. You can see we're in the top 7 right here. Boom, crack him once, boom, crack him twice. See, that's the stuff where hitting for 30 kind of does suck with this shotgun, because if that was a pump, it might have been a little bit better than that. This guy, of course, is just running away building. I want to make sure that I take this guy out, trying to do it without taking any damage, just because I know I want to save this slurp for end game, right? I'm top 7 right now. This guy doesn't seem to be the best player, so instead of just running in on him, I kind of want to take my time, get the kill, and I'm able to do that without taking any damage. But I think with these combat shotguns, fights are going to be more prolonged, if that makes sense. There's going to be not much more like pump shotgun and then drum gun spray like it was just before the season switched over. Fights are going to take a little bit longer, and third partying is going to be a little more crazy, because those fights are not even going to be close to done. Then that third party is going to come in, and then possibly a fourth party. It's just going to get absolutely crazy with just shock, because you know, when you hit a shotgun shot before, that was so much more significant than it would be this season. Right here I catch this guy rotating in, which is very, very nice. Height advantage is just so nice to have, being built up in a base, and when I have this many materials, I'm like, hey, why not loot this guy? And I'm going into late game here pretty confident, because my mats are insane. I know I don't have glider redeploy, so I'm always going to be weary or careful of fall damage, but I do have a slurp juice as well ready to pop whenever is necessary, right? So my decision here was to rotate around the edge, which I think was the right move, but this guy actually catches me and sort of does a little gatekeeping, I guess, where he's in the zone and I'm out of the zone. I'm able to just quickly rotate over here, and eventually this player, I don't really know, gets distracted, or I think he tries to rotate in even further, because of course there's still 5 people left in this game. I'm only one of them. I also have 8 kills to this point, and just through basically fighting whoever I was running into in this game, and I'm able to basically post up here for a second, and I realize, hey, odds are most likely I'm going to have to get up there at some point for this next zone, even before I see what that next zone is going to be. So that's what I try to do. By the way, these slipstreams are really, really great if you play aggressive and you want to look for fights, or just to rotate around the map. Dying in the storm is probably going to be happening less. However, when people are in those, if you're a good player, you can hit the shots pretty consistently. I've gotten so many kills this season from people just flying around in those thinking they're safe and just boom, boom. Or when 2 people are chasing each other in them, usually then one of them are weak. Usually the one at the front, right, who's being chased. But either way, spray at both of them and you can get some kills like that. As you can see, I'm getting kills in this game by shooting people out of the air, and those kills rack up and matter when it comes to your overall kill count, your KD, your total kills in a season, or whatever it is. You know, those things do matter. So you can see right here, 3 people left. I realize I have to go to this next zone, so I want to make this rotation right now. I actually see that the 2 are fighting over there, and immediately my thing is, okay, the 2 are fighting. I need to third party this instantly, and I need to get in on that fight. However, the player gets eliminated quite early, so you can see I'm still a little bit out here, and I'm like, okay, I realize what's happening right here. It takes me a second, but I'm like, okay, 2 people left, me and this other guy. I'm going to try and put the pressure on this guy who's probably healing because he just came out of a fight. So that's what I'm trying to do. I want to put the pressure on this player. However, I'm more hesitant to drop in this season, just because, like, I'm less confident with the shotgun, and the shotgun was my favorite weapon. Like, if this was a game from the past season, I would have the gold shotgun right now. So I'm a little bit more hesitant, but I'm always relying on that drum gun and making sure that drum gun is reloaded as basically a safety net, or just something you can use to spray, melt through people's materials, different stuff like that. So I realized, okay, I have height advantage. I'm going to let this guy basically chill for a second. He tries to build up, and I'm like, okay, I got him in the spot that we want now. We are in a build fight, and this is basically where the game starts to go. He jumps up. I'm just trying to maintain height advantage at this point, and it's a 1v1, so all my attention is on this player. So I'm maintaining height advantage. He actually gets a nice snipe in here, so at this point I'm like, okay, this guy's a pretty good player. I'm going to take my time. I'm going to heal up here because I knew I had those in my inventory, so no problem here. Take my time, heal up, pop my minis, and basically, you know, not really worry about that. He tries to build up on me right here, so I match him. Boom, almost get the shot on him, but he drops in. I think that's the right play, to give up the campfire to match someone when they are are going for height advantage. I think late game, especially in a 1v1, height advantage is so stupid important because you don't know if that guy has a glider redeploy, 10 launch pads or whatever. But anyway, I dropped down here because I realized he's down and I'm trying to go for the kill, and boom, one more pump with the combat shotgun, and that is the game. 10 kill victory royale. Hope you guys did enjoy this. Hopefully you guys did enjoy some of my tips and tricks and how to get solo wins in this season. I really think the drum gun, at least for now until it gets nerfed, is probably so damn reliable. And if you're hating the shotgun, I know some people are like hating the shotgun and going with the tac. That does work. I like the combat still. I think the tac, it works for a different playstyle. I think they're both actually really effective, but it depends. Are you really up close, or do you want something with a little more steady range and peak ability to it, and then when you go for the finish, just to spray with the drum gun? I think that's more of the meta that we're shifting into, and it's going to be interesting to see how these first couple patches in Season 9 affect that. Anyway, drop a like, subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one, and that's about it. I'm out. Peace.